welcome back to Class Culture. We are on what number? Solo Dolo Yellow. 17. Weapons, wands, and talismans. Okay. This has been so much fun. All of this wonderful research. I just want to thank you so much. Hearts of Gold in the real time. I got a cough drop in my mouth. Shout out to the future and beyond. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to all the members and my day ones and my professors, all of my hearts of gold, our internationals. Thank you, all the diplomats. I appreciate you so much. This has been so much fun. This is really good for my channel. We have to stay as content creators in the algorithms. And if I'm going to do filler and fluff, it's going to matter. It's going to be meaningful, and it's going to be a tool I can come back and use as research. So I appreciate you. And it's also a lot of fun talking about all of these oddities and curiosities. Halloween's gonna be here next thing you know. So yeah, in real time, shout out to the future and beyond. I am caught up in the sense that I don't know if you'll be able to go way back, but maybe I'll take a picture because I like how it looks. Like I'm looking right now on my homepage, and then I'll hit videos, and it's checkerboarded. You know, I want something in between the oddities. You know what I mean? So I like it. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, yeah, ooh, maybe I'll make that a nasty thumbnail on a video coming near you. Ooh, And oh, I like it. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Okay, I like this one even better. Give me a second. Yeah, because I don't want them to be like butted up with each other. You know, no pun intended. But yeah, let's talk about this subject. Ooh, now how many things have we covered? Let me go look in real time, because I like to demonstrate. If we're gonna, if I ask you to do something, that means I do it as well. Okay, meaning I'm looking at the playlist, and I'm just going to shout out the titles, because this is number 17, and that's important too, because sometimes we almost at the end of the tunnel, and I'm like, did I talk about that already? You know, so I have to remind myself as well. So let me look real quick. I don't know if I have every other one or every third one. I try to put the playlist in there, but I think you're big girls and boys. You know how to go find it. But let me see. There I am live now. We're going to talk about weapons, wands. We've spoken about monsters, hell, death, bonfires, the Garden of Eden, divination, witches, warlocks, goddesses, dreams, lores, charms, rituals, letters, numbers, runes, we rock. I even put 4 other videos that we did last year, or I'm almost sure these were last year. Yeah. Witches Strike Back, Tales from Scotty. Shout out to Scotty. Superstitious stuff. And runes I did before, but I just wanted to, I had to include it. I had to open it up with runes and bones and stuff like that. But yeah, can you imagine this time next year? Okay, let's just say there's 35 videos after we're done with VLOGTOBER 2021. Every year it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow, and that's what I want. So, and this playlist is called, it will always be called Oddities and Curiosities. I want to next year design my own. So it will always be called Oddities Oddities, child. Oddities and Curiosities, I put 2 words together. And then I started it out with runes and then Vlogtober. Now I have October 22 in there. I know I'm going to change that. But you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just going to add every year. Yes, I am. Then I have class culture, Queen Charming, Halloween, superstitious, dark arts, healing, hashtag teach. Okay. So yeah, and I have my list. Now let me look, because then I'll lie. Yeah, I'm not overlapping any of the titles. I'm not gonna tell you what they are. But yeah. Ooh, we did that. Now let me say 28 and 29. I decided, you guys. I'm like, because I wanted to do halfway, but it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit. I was busy. So I have here, fingers crossed. Now, what day is the 23rd? Let me look before I tell old nasty fib. What day? Because I want to do the autumnal, I hope I said that right, equinox. Yeah, on Saturday. So fingers crossed, pray for me. And then the next, I'll be on screen and everything. But then the next thing, oh, see, I don't want to lie. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. And then the next time you'll see me live talking, as far as this playlist, Oddities and Curiosities, will be probably on Halloween. Yeah. So, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, that's the whole 7 days. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. So I'm going to put live. I'm just writing down. Thank you very much. Live. Okay. So tune in. I'm going to make those 2 episodes available where you can see them. Okay. So when you see them, please and thank you, hit those reminders. So now I have to remind myself the schedule of the show. It's a lot going on. So I'm gonna say set up 23rd, and I don't know. Do I want to come on Halloween? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I will. Because I got the little fella. You know what I mean? I don't know. Can we do it on the 30th? I hear you going, yes, Gigi. Okay. Yeah, because I can't. I ain't. You cannot miss. No. Family first. Family first. Okay. So, done. Thank you. Moving right along. Okay. Weapons, wands, and talisman. I have to sneeze, and whenever it comes out, y'all, it's just going to come out. So, we saw that wonderful background. I love that picture because every time in the movies it's all romantic. They're always handing a sword along with a cloth. It's usually red, And I was like, okay, I like that. But here, let's look at this first before we get started. You know how we rock and roll. Everything is down below in the description box, along with the Webbies and the Google searches, and I don't think we're going to have any extra here. I'm going to try to fit in the playlist. I'll try. I'm going to put it in there now. Okay. But what are we going to talk about? Ancient weapons, ancient swords found in Africa. Now, I had to spell it out. We're getting deeper and deeper in the research. It's not like a shout out to the newbies. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, please subscribe. Thank you very much. But we used to get away with just putting in words, but we're delving deeper and deeper and deeper. And this is another tool, and I hope it's helpful for you to do research, how to educate yourself, how to find good content, and how to cite. Everything down below, CITE, is a form of citing. That's why Google and nobody can come at me, because I'm showing you where I get it from. I'm giving commentary on someone else's art or someone else's hard work. I am also benefiting from it because I am citing correctly. You know what I mean? So That I'm trying to teach over here. Okay, demonstrate, right? So ancient weapons, ancient swords found in Africa, armor, spear and shield, King Arthur, hex, magic tools for protection, magic wands, talisman, fetish, magic charm definition. Why does a silver bullet kill a werewolf? Wearing a cross for protection and good luck symbols. We had to end on something good. But yeah, so I'm going to be live for Oddities both the next upcoming 2 Saturdays left. Woohoo! This year is going to be almost, I'm so super excited. But anyway, it's almost here, y'all. It's almost here. Okay. And then Sunday is Halloween. Now, I think I committed to something for an hour, so I will confirm that here. Confirm. You have to write things down. 31st. I just need to know which hour is mine. Okay. It's chugging right along. Yeah, I love doing uploads. Thank you, HUGz, for stopping by. Shout out to the replay crew. Shout out to the new members and the new subscribers. Thank you so much. We are hashtagging 3,000 everywhere we go because that's what we do. So yeah, we're going to talk about weapons. We're going to talk about talisman or whatever you want to call it, charms. Woo! Now I'm sorry, not sorry. Let's get this banner off of here. I want that. I need a pair. I need a pair in silver, gold, rose gold, and white. You know, that is amazing. I want them. Yeah, I gotta have them. I don't know how I'm gonna get them, but yeah, I want that. I do. Isn't that cool? So we're gonna learn about armor, and here is I shouldn't have put that up there. Here is an image, okay, from time gone by. Well, where an illustrator visited a town or a village, whatever they call it now, in near Victoria Falls in Africa. Now, I think they said Tanzania. I want to say it's near Zambia. Okay. But anyway, because they didn't have borders, give me a break. Isn't that beautiful? So African spears. I was shocked I didn't see a shield, but it's okay. There's their home. There's the chair. There are their objets d'art, and things to kill, food and things, and to fight. And nasty, fan. I forgot what they call those. I forgot. We'll figure it out. But look at that old nasty a curved weapon. We're gonna find that too. African weapons, right? But isn't that interesting? I just like staring at it. Okay, so we're gonna also look at that. So yeah, there you go. Now, do and will and why mankind will ever stop fighting? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't really dwell on it that much. A shout out to America. It's been over 100 years, going on 200 years since we've had a war on this soil. So that's something. But yeah, there are countries still today that have warfare. So that's saying something. Now, we are not perfect. We are flawed in every way. I'm just saying real quick, can you imagine? Knock on everything. I don't want to bring nothing to fruition. But yeah, can you imagine every day hearing and traumatized and blood and fire and hate, and your house is burned down? Where do you go? Woo, I got my hands up to the sky. I can't even imagine. I just want these now because they're cool. But can you imagine having to kill someone every day. I can't deal. So let's just talk about ways to ward off, you know. But yeah, that's all a part of weapons, wands, and talisman. Is it like, yeah, let's divination or tarots, you know, so we ain't got to go through that. I can't even deal. But yeah, when you think about this, if you're creative, when you're writing about it, if you are reading a book and you see a word, you look it up because you are a heart of gold. That's how we rock and roll. And then you learn about this stuff. It just brings it into your forefront of your mind and the horror of it and the ooh, and you know, we've talked about things up till this point, number 17, you know, death and how they had to bury the bodies, you know, and all of that other stuff. But it's a lot. Thank God we just have Halloween. Thank goodness we have Vlogtober where we don't have to deal with all of that. But let's discuss some of these topics. Okay. And I am going to take this away because I looked at the other video. I was like, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Just sitting up there. So yeah, let's go in flux and get it going. So thank you for being here. Everything is down below in the description box, and we have how many webbies? Ooh, I better you know how I like to do, separate them and then put them back together when it's ready. Yeah, we're not gonna have any extra. And how about I'll make you a deal. We'll put the playlist in the next one because it's just a lot going on. But what is this? Oh, that is extra. See, I done told a lie. I got a bunch of extra. Ooh, why Gigi Darling lie to you like that? I don't even know. But yeah, I was like, no, I got to put all this in here. So I got to cut this. Ooh, I told old nasty fib. Let me shaka. Yeah, no, ma'am. No, sir. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we have, let me see. Give me a second. 10 webbies and 5 extra. Woo! Yeah, I'm getting out of control. I am. But these topics are so good. That's my paper pad. They're so good. Oh, I'm gonna miss doing this. But you know what I get to do every month, hearts ago? Join me in the replay crew. So yeah, let's go to ancient weapons. Yeah, this stuff gets me going. It's exciting. I mean, really, that doesn't, you know, that doesn't. It's beautiful. It's a talisman. Filigree and jewels and beading and wires. How they did the cross. Now that's old nasty Templar cross. And it was worn around the neck for protection. Very interesting. Some of them held relics. Some of them were made with relics. All of that goodness when it comes to curiosities. So let me focus. Yeah, that's just good stuff. So let's look up ancient weapons first. Now, I think I had to open up 2 because a lot going on. No, it was just 1. Something in here I have 2 open. I don't know why. But yeah, let's talk about it. You're gonna get a lot of things when you pull this up, okay? But in a lot of names, we're not gonna worry about, you know, pronouncing them and all that other stuff. We are just getting you to the point where you have good information and where to come back to. So as you can see, boom. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go back up. Okay. So here they talk about blades that forged history. A lot of swords or weapons became legendary and or holy and or, you know, let's just say, I don't know, coveted. You know, everybody wanted it, or you had to kill them to get it, and all that other stuff. But yeah, blades that forged history. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, during war, when a fallen soldier is strucketh, the person that did it will grab the spoils of war because it's a trophy. But yeah, it's a lot going on. But yeah, and then when you pull this up, I mean, really, I mean, would you ever get bored studying this? I don't think so. There's medieval weapons. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, you gotta go to training to use that so you don't, pop an eyeball out. So there's the sword that I found. Wow. Yeah. I like living during peace and tranquility. hmm I would, yeah, I would run. Okay. So here they have related searches: medieval, ancient, Indian, and Japanese. And then we have down in the corner there Arabia, Japan, Viking, France. Enjoy. Yeah, because you look at some of that stuff, you're like, man, can't we just all get along? Bow and arrows and hatchets and wow, it's a lot going on. Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting topic. So ancient sword found in Africa. You know how we get down over here. Thank you so much for being here. This is fun because I would just be doing it anyway. Of course, I'm going to make it part of my channel. Okay, that's what it says over my info page. Since I brought it up, gone over there, hit all the likes and subscribes and joins over down below. Now, people go to the information page and don't scroll down. I mean, come on now. You know what to do. And hit all of those over there on my social medias. But the Ida is a kind of sword used by the Yoruba people because you can't really do your studying. For instance, I did my DNA. I know where my dominion is. I know who I am. I know what's inside of me. I know what countries. I know what towns and cities and villages. Now I also know what they wear, what they celebrate, what they eat, what they look like. And we also know their weapons. Okay. It's a long sword with a narrow to wide blade and sheath. Okay, of course it's sharp, but anyway, because we don't want to get too much into a lot of other things. But yeah, do your research on this because it is fascinating. Yeah, it's fascinating. I just first 50 is for your second 50. Knock on everything. I'm gonna be busy. Yeah, I could just do a old nasty, short film on that. I mean, wow. Right? Wow. Wow. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Now, I do have a sword from Germany when I lived there, when I was in the Air Force. But yeah, this is next on the list. Ooh! And there's a sword that they turned into plowshares. That's in the Bible. But ooh, ancient Egypt. Watch out now. That's dangerous. Yeah. So you can go West African, ancient African, Nubian, Zulu in, no, I said that part. Zulu African, baby, they didn't, yeah, ain't nobody swinging from no trees. Okay, miss me. No, ma'am. And you wonder, because a lot of people talk about history and, oh, how did they do that? And how did they survive? And there was no order. There were no cities. There was no culture. Oh, yes, it was. There were armies. Someone had to make it. Someone had to find the metal. Someone had to organize it. They were more than one. There were armies. There were groups. They had spears. They would go out and hunt with the shields. All of that. Give me a break. See, this is modern times. You can't, no, ma'am. You cannot get away with none of the nonsense, the ignorance. I'm sorry. Let's focus on America. There is so much ignorance in every shade of the skin. regarding African culture. It is, I can't do it. I'll just walk away from a conversation. I'm not doing a stupidity. No, ma'am. I will stand next to someone who wants to hear versus an ignoramus saying something dumb. Okay, the craftsmanship, just a shout out to the samurai, but there were also African versions of the samurai. Give me a break. Okay, so yeah, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Mhm. But yeah, and I'm glad that they made Black Panther, but now they need to go back and go to every country on Africa and make a film regarding them. I'm tired of watching Shaka Zulu, because I don't like the ending. But yeah, and Ten Commandments and all that. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. We should have one every 6 months. Boom, boom. Yoruba. We just saw the weapon, boom, boom. And I don't want it to have nothing to do with slavery. You can talk about something in 1300 Aruba, without any Europeans. You could, let's do it. Let's go. I'm going to try, y'all. I'm going to try. So yeah, when you go to armor, it says also spelled ARMOR. I like the U in there. Also called body armor. It's protective clothing with the ability to deflect or absorb the impact of properties or projectiles or other weapons. Okay, so not only do you have to have your weapons, you got to be wearing something because somebody gonna hurl something back your way. Okay, strong covering that protects something, especially the body. Okay, so let's take a peek. We all know, not modern day, is there you go. Bulletproof vest. I mean, we all know what armor is. I'm not going to sit here and belabor the issue. I am a huge Renaissance fair goer, and it's crazy to walk around in that all day long. I did it one time. I did, and I was like, much respect to all of y'all that got us this far because. Like, and I lived in Germany, so you did get the opportunity to go to different castles, and in each castle they would try to put an example of the knight or the armor of the time when the castle was thriving, like in the corner somewhere, and you would just look at it like, woo, no wonder they were mean. Okay, they were cold, they were wet, they were tired, they were hungry, and somebody was always attacking them. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. I mean, did he ever get a break? I mean, really, But I like it. I like it. It's good subject matter. I mean, I can never get enough of those tales and movies and legends. And there's so much more that has not been told. Okay? Even the horses had armor. And that looks like, oh, nasty. Let's just say that's a Templar, even if it's not. Miss me. I just want to end on that because it's cool. And we saw the cross of the talisman. Okay. Interesting, right? Some things are left, some things have disintegrated. A lot of times, on the battlefield, the people would go and get everything and melt it down and move on. And a lot of those things were lost because they weren't trying to save things for us. However, a lot of royalty, a lot of, historical, let's just say entities, organizations go and find these things and put them in museums and put them in books, and now they're online and you get to look at all this cool stuff. But then related searches, medieval knight armor and helmets. Okay, so you can look at that. Yes, a lot going on. What is next? Spear and shield, right? Yep. And this is important. Okay. What if you are responsible for? Okay, let's do a little production. Okay, store a little production in there. What if you are responsible for determining the correct weapons to use in a scene for 1472? You know, you have to do your research. You have to get the correct ones. You have to be authentic. So that's why this is just a start. It's over on my information page. That was one of my first jobs when I worked in the theater. Whether it was a play, Shakespeare, whatever they needed, you had to make sure it was the right thing. If you couldn't find it, you had to make it. If you didn't, and now this is way, way before Amazon, internets, and fancy cell phones. You had to be creative, or you had to make it look good from, you know, the 20th row back there when it was probably cardboard and whatever you had to come up with. You know, put some old nasty aluminum foil on it. You know what I mean? But then you had to make 20 of them if there were 20 shows because it's going to get raggedy. Mm-hmm. So that was one of my jobs, to just get props and shit, you know, and pull it off, you know. And then you got to grab it and get away from the performer because they're just throwing stuff on the floor. You're like, wait a minute, you know, I just spent 5 hours on that. But yeah, and store it properly until, you know, the next night. But there is a Zulu stabbing spear and shield, okay? And that is kind of, you know, stylized, you know. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right? So they come in all different forms, fashions, and, you know, anime. You know, I don't do gaming, or, you know, my kids used to do the trading cards, magic trading cards. So I love that. That was fun. But yeah, I don't know anything other than the authentic actual artifact. Okay? And I'm good with it. Trust me, I haven't missed a thing. If anything, I'm more sane. Money is in my pocket, and I would never spend hours playing video games. It's just not my thing. So here are some other, you know, images that you can take a peek at. And here are related searches: African spear and shield, Palladian, okay, and symbols. And there are Trojan, you know, not Trojan. What am I trying to say? Greek. Weren't they called something? Now I went straight to the Trojan horse, but I don't know. They were just soldiers, you know, from Greece. I can just tell by the helmet. Mm-hmm. That's old fancy helmet. Okay, so it was all about intimidation, trying to make them seem scarier than they actually were, or whatever. And we've seen these in the movies where they had formations, and which were very successful. You know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Now, I could get into all of that, but I'm not. But yeah, you know, I am a true veteran and a true patriot and a true soldier. So we've studied all of this stuff. Okay, medieval, Greek, and all the other fighters. That, can you imagine? I mean, really, this is modern time, but that's a lot. It can be overwhelming. Even as a creative, when I'm writing, it's like, wow. And to think about it, okay, we're going a little production. Can you pull it off? You'll write it, and you know, I'm writing. But then you get to the production part, and you're like, or the creatives or the art department is like, we can't pull that off. So you got to tamp it down, you know, a little bit. And I'm going to do certain things to, of course, I am not Cecil B. DeMille. I'm an independent filmmaker. But if I want to create a scene with thousands of Zulu warriors in the whatever, you know, Victoria Fall region fighting, I might have to use anime because I can't hire 5,000 people. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so what's next? I gotta focus. King Arthur. because I don't, we're, of course, this is class culture. This is about my culture. However, we have to include popular legends and mythology. And some people think it was real, or it's based on, it's a bunch of stories all meshed up in one. It doesn't matter. I love the story of Camelot. I just love it. It's about valor and romance. And my favorite one, which one is my favorite one to date? Which one? It's the one with Richard Gere. Let me look. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. I know you said it. I know you said it even before I looked it up. It's just so romantic and scary at the same time. And Excalibur. I like Excalibur, but I like the Richard Gere one. I know he doesn't sound British. I don't even care about that. But yeah, let me see. I forgot the name of it. Give me a second. Oh, here we go. Give me a second. First Night. Oh, I love that movie. I could watch that every day. Y'all don't know, and that's another thing. Let me. I'm gonna make a movie list and let y'all know what I'll be looking at this Halloween season. That was my wrist. Sorry, I'm always cracking my knuckles and stuff. But it was so romantic, and to me, it was just realistic. And oh, I love it. And then, of course, Excalibur. Which one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that 1981. Yeah, 1981. It's just called Excalibur, and that was the name of the sword. Oh, I loved it because it had Merlin in it. Oh, that was just a good movie. Oh, I love movies like that. Now, um, of course, these movies bring back a good times and good memories because my mom and everything. We were in the film, but I'll never stop watching these. I don't get sad when I watch these versus some other movies because it's like, no, because bringing my children up, I made sure they saw these movies. But yeah, it's so romantic. But I love the Tale of Camelot. I often think of also Jackie O. Before she was Jackie O, she was Jackie Kennedy, and her famous quote after, unfortunately, the president was assassinated, her husband, President Kennedy. She said that was the end of Camelot. Yeah, it was. I felt that too. Not I wasn't alive when he died. I was in my mommy's tummy. But yeah, that was what, November 1963. And just hearing my mom as I grew up, hearing my mom tell the tale, she was like, yeah, it was a whole shift, sort of like pre 9/11. And to me, it was so sad. It's so senseless. It's so dumb. I hate it. But yeah, that's men and war and hate and all of that, murder and evil. Yeah. But I lost the whole president because of hate, you know. And when she made that, I used to be fascinated by her story. I read her biography. Um, when I read her, when I read that quote, and I really thought about what she meant, I'm like, yeah, she's right. I kind of feel that way, you guys. Like pre pandemic. Shout out to the future and beyond, and pre BLM, Black Lives Matter, because it's like it's something is lost. However, more is gained if we stick together. Does that make sense? So yeah, Camelot was about sticking together. Uh, you know, celebration. You know, tradition. you know, all of it, romance, pomp and circumstance, holding it together, our country, everything. We're not that old of a country. When you go to Europe, when I lived in Germany, there were towns celebrating their 4,000th, birthday. We're only like 200 and something years old. So I think we have a lot to learn from a lot of these tales and knights in shining armor and the continent of Africa and the continent of Europe, in the sense that we need to hold it together and stop being divisive, because other countries are looking at us and that can be a bad thing. Yeah, I said. Okay. So, and I think that's what she meant. I think that was the beginning of all the downfall in America. The civil rights and the drug culture and the gang culture. Now it's you know, the digital evil hacking mean people culture. I mean, it's just a lot going on. It is just, I'm like, woo, I'm gonna hang on to my happy. I don't know about you. Shout out to class culture. Let me put class culture up there. Yeah, I know that was long and I don't even care. But no, we're gonna hang on to our happy. Oh yes, we are. And we're gonna keeping it 100. Oh yes, we are. We got fun to plan. Forget that. Most scholars regard it as being entirely fictional. However, I think it was just a frame of mind, a goal, a purpose, a passion. And what's wrong with that? Nothing. Camelot was the name of the place where King Arthur held court and was the location of the famous Round Table. The earliest reference to King Arthur is in a poem. Isn't that beautiful? After death, 594. So there is a little truth in there. But legend, folklore, and mythology, it all gets kind of all mixed up. And I don't even care. I love it. Like Cinderella, I love it. Like Sleeping Beauty, I love it. Okay. Don't take my happiness away. Bite me. If you want to be mean all day and vicious and nasty, walk away from class culture, because we will not welcome you. Okay. Or take a break, right? What was King Arthur known for? He was a warrior, so he had weapons. He was a knight, so he was royalty, and a king. He was triumphant against all his meanies. But he killed a giant, witches and monsters, and led a band of heroes on many daring adventures. He wasn't a pirate. There was no water involved, but yeah. It's a little bit of Robin Hood in there too. He is known for Knights of the Round Table and for uniting people of his land. So that was the purpose of my little or long, based on who you are, speech about we need to come together. What divide? Well, get out if you don't go. There are so many countries on planet Earth. If you don't like it here, you can leave. Okay. Stop trying to hurt and harm what we're just starting. Leave it alone. Get over it. And everybody has to work hard. And that's what I like about the Round Table. Everyone was equal, but that meant you had to pull your weight. You couldn't get behind somebody else because they were working hard. No, you had to work just as hard. You were held accountable. You were a knight of the Round Table. You had to have some type of clout to be there. Okay, you had armor, you had swords, you had honor and dignity and purpose and skill and resources, and you were polite because you were at the table. You had to get along. Even though his end was tragic, he is still known and celebrated all over the world today. Yes, he is. I do. I salute King Arthur and Excalibur. Okay, I know that was long, but I don't care. Now let's talk about hexes, because in King Arthur, we are not going to go into, I could, because we already talked about wizards. Shout out to old nasty Merlin. But Yeah, what is a hex? It's a spell, it's a jinx. And he was always there by his side helping them because, it was a lot of evil and all of that. A hex is a curse or supposed real or potentially supernaturally realized malicious wish. Bind, banish, and rebuke it. A shout out to Merlin. That was his job, and we had to put that in there. Magic tools for protection. Because some people weren't soldiers, they were villagers. How about that? So they used things as well. Now we've hit all of these points. So, but I thought this was interesting. When I put in magical tools for protection, went to images, you got magical herbs. That's coming to vigils near you. So hold on. Did I save this? Oh, I better get on it. Give me a second. Let me make sure it takes. Oh yes. We're gonna visit that. Herbs, essential oils, objet da, whatever. We're gonna figure it out together. Protection tools. Okay. Give me a second. You know what I'm doing. Okay. A clove, black candle, rosemary, amethyst, quartz, salt. There's some type of cube. Okay, so there you go. That's definitely going in the grimoire, right? We know what that is. Shout out to class culture. So, magic wands. Yes, magic wands. All right, here we go. Magic wands. Now, I know you've seen kings and queens and African chiefs and queendoms and things like that. And they always have that, I'm just going to call it a stick, okay, for lack of a better term, in their hand and something fancy on the end. That is a scepter, aka wand. I bet you didn't know that. Shout out to the I need you to subscribe. If you learn, every time you learn something new, you need to subscribe, or your juju is gonna get you. It's gonna get you. So there you go. They're holding a wand in their hand. I mean, really, magic scepter. That's what it is. And then we go down here. No, it's something else. I probably closed it, yeah. Which one do I want? Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay, so what is the opposite of a magic wand? Okay, something intended to use as a weapon. So a wand is for good and, luckiness. Okay, but the opposite of that is a weapon. That's why I wanted to put that in there. Weapons are what? Rocks, stones, pebbles, swords. Those, nasty. Okay. I'm getting that. I don't even care where I'm going to wear these, y'all. I have no idea. I just know I want it. I'm going to get them. I don't care if I have to make them. Stay tuned. So the wand is the opposite of that. Okay. It's supposed to counteract it, or at least give you the good vibe and the good positive, what can I say? Belief, faith that you will be protected. Or if you possess one, you could wave it over for good luck, that they don't have to never use that. So the opposite of a wand or a scepter is a weapon. That's why you often see whether it's a, Queen Victoria or, Queen Elizabeth or Pharaoh. They have both. Okay, there you go. The meaning of a magic wand, weapon and a wand. Okay, to protect the perfect solution to a given problem or difficulty, as if by magic. So to, make sure the energy spreads wherever or pointed in that direction. It's the same thing as when you point a finger deliberately at something, you're trying to communicate something. So it's a piece of nature, and it's supposed to possess what you need it to, uh, uh, let's just say, render good or evil. Okay. And that's the end of that. But yeah, we all know what a magic wand is. Okay. So give me a second. I know there's something else down here I wanted to show you. Nope. Okay. Or was I supposed to open something? My memory is really pretty good, but yeah, I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. You know what a wand looks like. I am not going to do that. But what's fun is when you go to the top, and it says here, a wand is a thin, lightweight rod that is held with one hand. So it is not a sword. It's not meant to like poke somebody's eye out. Something like that. I'm sorry. This is a sword. That is not a wand. You cannot hold. Well, I guess you could yield it with one hand, but we know the difference. So, talisman. Okay. So let's look that up. And if you notice, a lot of people in battle, now we do wear, dog tags, but that's just in case you die and your head pops off for some reason or gets burnt and they don't know who you are. That's how they find out who you are. But a lot of ancient, I'll just say, forget just medieval, warriors wore talisman for protection, and or the evil eye, and or the third eye, or whatever you want to call it. If you don't want to say the word evil, to ward off bad juju. Okay. So we already really kind of had that conversation, but there you go. Now you're going to get a bunch of like other things on here, but I had to show that one picture because it mattered for lots of reasons. So Charlemagne had a talisman around his neck, and there it is. It still exists to this day. It's crazy good, but yeah, there it is. A whole king, the king that turned Romans from pagans to Christianity. A shout out to Charlemagne. Okay. Now I think this is the one where I have the other one open, yeah, with the definition. But I wanted to show you that. Isn't it beautiful? Now, my mother named me after his mother, Helena. It's my middle name because I asked her. I know everything about my name, but and I asked her. I said, "Why were you inspired?" She says, "Well, she had to be raised. He had to be raised well in order to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." So that was just her way of honoring that lady. So even though the word fetish, I'm not even supposed to be here. Okay, I forgot. Let's go to the talisman first. The definition. So yeah, that's kind of cool, and of course I know everything about her. So, but I like her thinking, right? So talisman is any object, and there is his talisman, Charlemagne. A talisman is any object ascribed with religious or magical powers intended to protect, heal, or harm, sometimes, for whom they are made. Talismans are often portable objects carried on someone in a variety of ways, but can also be installed permanently in architecture. So you can see talisman everywhere you go in Europe. I kind of alluded to that in the video prior to this. It was a pill because something was wrong with the internet, but it's in the description box where you might see gargoyles or carved roses or all types of things in architecture in Europe. Not so much in America. I do hunt and peck, trust me. But and then it's kind of lost. The art is kind of lost, but the meaning is also lost on modern man and civilization, but not all. That's why I love my community of creatives. We can recognize it in a minute. But then it says it here again.
Talisman
is an object, typically the same thing I just said. It is thought to have magic powers and to bring good luck. Okay? A person regarded as representing and inspiring a particular group. So it also can refer to a person. And we already saw examples. Now let's go back to fetish, because some people think it only has one meaning, and it doesn't. Okay, so there's a talisman, right? So it can be trinket, it can be a fetish, it can be a charm. Okay, so we're not talking about sexual or obsession. We're talking about, give me a second. Where is it? Okay, there we go. An object, and here I am. Okay. All right. An object regarded with awe as being the embodiment or habitation of a potent spirit, or as having magical potency. A fetish. Okay. Now I got to be careful. We got to be careful. Let me look at the images, because I don't know, because I was like, well, one or the other. Yeah, I'm not showing that. Bite me. Yeah, that's why I showed the other one, because I was like, no, I'm not even trying. But here it is. It's for good luck. That's where I land on it. Protection, good luck, and also it's a trinket. It's a charm. It's something you can carry. Somebody gives it to you, you carry it, and they're there with you, right? They even, in movies and things, Downton Abbey, remember the little doll, and things like that. So yeah, it's important to have a little something, whether it's from a sweetheart or whoever. Magic charms definition. Okay. Can you imagine going to battle without anybody's love or goodwill or not? No, that would be sad. What are they fighting for, right? Other than the money and the glory and all of the other stuff. But yeah, they got to, we're humans. We need to bond, right? So here, when I had to put the whole thing in magic charms definition, not the cereal. But a charm is a magical spell as well, but we're not talking about that. Okay, we're talking about a thing like a, fetish or a talisman. Okay, so here, here are other words for charms. All that hocus pocus, bewitched, spell, charm, mumble jumble, jinx. But that's not what we're talking about. White charms are good luck. Here we go. Okay. Now I am going to take a picture of that. So, and don't be shy. Don't minimize it. Don't try to poo-poo it. If you don't want to tell people, keep it a secret, honey. We need everything we can in this world on planet Earth. Okay. I made it this far. And, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Mm-hmm. But we all know four-leaf clovers, horseshoe. Some people say pocket lighter. My mom bought us a rabbit foot, a little keychain. The number 7. I'm the 7th child. 007, and pennies. Okay, so shout out to the penny. And I'm not going to look at the pictures because we'll be here all night. Why does a silver bullet kill a werewolf? So let's talk about it. And it's going to be coming up pretty soon. We're going to look at elements, meaning what the sword is made of, the material. You know, what is the armor made of, the material? What is the, the amulet? There's another one. Or the, talisman made of. What are the tools or the things made of? Okay, we're going to do that. But let's hit this topic. Not in this video because it's a lot going on. I'm just trying to stay on weapons. It's really hard not to jump around. Now, a lot of people think the silver bullet was for the vampire. I'm like, no, it was for the werewolf. The vampire got the cross in the chest or the stake, and they were like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. Are you okay? Silver is a metal associated with the moon, and the moon controls the werewolf. So according to the lore, if a werewolf touched a moon rock, it would be fatal. So go on and get your moon rocks so you can protect yourself. Okay. So yeah, there you go. I just, not that I get in arguments, but creatives, we come across these topics and we're trying to bring things to life. And somebody says, oh, we're going to get, I'm like, no, that's not correct. Are you sure? Yes. Look it up on your $1,000 phone. Bite me. So yeah, we have a good time. We do. It's not a big deal. Wearing a cross for protection and good luck symbols, because we got to end on something good, and then we're going to do our webbies. We always got to bring it around town to something good, like I said. So do I have the word cross in here? Do I need the word cross? Okay. Yeah. I'll put it in there. All right. Yeah, I just forgot to put it in there because I did say old nasty, vampire. So a cross is a geometric figure consisting of two intersecting lines of bars, usually perpendicular to each other. The lines usually run vertical and ... It's a symbol of the Christian religion, recalling the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and the redeeming benefits of his passion and death. The cross is thus a sign both of Christ himself and of the faiths. Okay, now over here, it basically says the same thing, but I like where it talks about the Latin letter X. That's the origin. Okay. So I had to share that to you, and we're not going to go too deep into that. So let's talk about why we wear it for protection, because even though it's about weapons, it's all a weapon is what? A piece of protection, right? So there's lots of ways to fight against evil. Okay. So when you look this up, you get all the other suggestions. Check it out. Now, I am aware other people use other types of search engines. Google is my, my boom coon. Shout out to Google and StreamYard. So that's how I'm rocking and rolling. No, I ain't buying nothing over there. I see them over there. You see them over there? Mm-hmm. So here they just talk about the Orthodox churches and what is expected and why they wear it. And they say the same thing that we've said before. To ward off evil, to be protected from evil, a remembrance of Christ. And then it's a lot going on in here, and I'm not going to hit all of that, but then they delve into the topic. But let's go to news. Okay, 2 hours ago. That's weird, but no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. All right. Where is the story I wanted? Oh, did it go away? Oh, I think it's buried. But look at this one. Was this it? Yeah, the Christian nurse sues a hospital claiming she was bullied out of her job for wearing a cross. Isn't that crazy? I didn't have my glasses on. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to click it. Now, this might go away, so sorry. Ooh. Now, we're in America. Well, okay, I'll fit this down. But you got to be careful because people are prejudiced and racist and ignorant. And remember the story I shared about you guys on the correct words I use, and somebody got linglings because they're ignorant, on the job. But yeah, not crazy. No, I ain't keeping this. It's just too much. Look at all these pop-ups. Ooh, they're attacking us. People telling her to remove the cross? Are they crazy? There she is. I hope she gets money. Sues the pants off of her. Her hair is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try to set it in there. I'm going to try because, yeah, now it's pissing me off. So, there, how can they tell her not to? Ooh. So, yeah, when you go to the news parts of these and just kind of get used to doing that, give me a second. Girl, I got so many extras, I can't even stop it. So it's in there. But now let's go to good luck symbols. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Today, now, somebody mad because she got a cross on. Are they okay? The devil stay mad, don't he? Dummy. But yeah, good luck symbols. Let's end on something good and then we go to the webbies. Good luck symbols are elephants, horseshoes, four-leaf clover, keys, shooting stars. What are the lucky charms? Rabbit's foot, scarabs, acorns. Now, miss me. Swastikas way before Hitler even hit planet Earth. A shout out to Asian culture are symbols of happiness. The evil eye is good. The color red. Sorry. And there's other ones. They bestow positive karma upon its owner. That's all we need to know. Right? So you can hit the rest. I mean, really, do you need to go any further, whatever, and or buy your old nasty $1 million talisman, or make your own like we will in art and craft therapy. Yeah, less this, and more this. Less this and more divination. Yeah, we make love, not war, right? All right, so let's get into these webbies. Now, I went nuts on the extra, so enjoy. I'm a breeze through these really, really quick. But thank you guys. Oh yeah, I'm like, I am so stimulated every time I do this. I love it. I really do. I'm glad that I chose this career. It has been very prosperous, and it's just thinking about the possibilities and what's going to come next is super exciting. Sometimes I have to make myself go to bed. I'm like the kid the night before Christmas every day, you guys. I really am. I really, really am. I really, really. They don't even know. So let's go to the first one. I don't even know if these are going to be in order. I don't even know. We're just going to hit it. They're down below in the description box just for you, my hearts of gold. So ancienthistorylist.com. Get your life. Look. Look. That's an oddity, right? Woo! Danger. Uh-oh. No, ma'am. I bet you it was some friendly fire or he poked his own eyeball out. I mean, really. But what the? Yeah, I got my whole life. I'm like, no, y'all mess. Now, how you gonna carry that around? So stupid. That must be. They are not out in the field. They are standing in front of the castle because you can't be carrying that around. Yeah, they in front of the castle. Give me a break. But yeah, what? It's I'm sorry, silly. I would poke an eyeball or cut a artery swinging. You got to be careful. That's crazy. Make sure you don't light your own house on fire. It's a lot going on. I just look at these weapons and I go, what the hell? Man is doing too much. And you could go to every war on planet Earth. I mean, really. Yes, I love y'all that much. I mean, this is, get your life, prehistoric and yesterday. I mean, really. Yeah, I love y'all that much. Okay, what's next? Every war, well, every, let's say, historical war. There's a war between two villages right now in Africa somewhere. Yeah, I said it. But but this, I'm getting into Google Arts and Culture. Get your life. I like the way they have it. Look, boom, boom, boom. It just keeps going, and they talk about it. They give you a little snippet. Isn't that beautiful? I want to dress like that every day. Oh, I sure do. Look at that. Someone handcrafted that. hmm They say it was probably made out of hippo or rhino hide, right? Look at the craftsmanship on that. It's stunning. Look at this. Symbols of honor. Mm. Ethiopian shield. Be careful, don't cut nothing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I want to be in the village making baskets. Yeah, that's too much energy. I mean, yes, I was in the Air Force and the Navy, but you're younger and like, well, why? I don't want to do that. Can't we all just sit and eat and tell scary stories and share food and, you know, build, you know, I don't know, huts and plant gardens? Yeah. You become wiser as you get older, and you're like, yeah, that's just I've heard it all before, honey. Yeah, you can't get me all riled up. It's like, now, medieval armor. Then we're gonna. Why did I put that twice? Did I put it twice down there? Well, that's a good thing because I don't want to see. Yeah, we can take one away because that's a lot. Oh yeah, I'm getting into Tumblr, you guys. Oops, undo. Okay, and that's how we rocking and rolling. I'm old nasty vlogger, so yeah, we are broadening our horizons. So yeah, when I found this, I went, ooh, okay, all right, you go, Gigi. hmm So okay, what do I want to look at first? Okay, let me do medieval armor. first. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of digital attacking. So, brigandine. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Let me just to make sure. But this is a fun website. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Oop. Child. All of that. Give me a second. Oh, now I know when I have to spell it all out. Oh, here it is. Brigandine, child. Brigandine. The hell? A flexible body armor of overlapping steel plates with an exterior covering of linen, velvet, leather, etc. Okay? You know what's next. Want to hear it again? All I did was put Brigandine. Pronunciation. You know how we rock and roll. It's a type of medieval body protection which combines both an element of clothing and a protective element in the form of metal plates. You read the rest. I can't get rid of that at the bottom. So they're giving you examples and they describe it right down below. Ain't nobody buying it. I'm just saying this was a perfect website for us. Not that I'm trying to get you to buy it. It's just that I love how they show what it is and then they explain what it is. You see what I'm saying? There's all types of ways to get information, y'all. Hang out with Gigi. That's how I rock and roll. But what happened? Oh, okay. See, gauntlets. We gonna get us them gauntlets. I'm telling you. I'm gonna make them. Isn't that cool? Gloves, Brigandine gloves. So those are those gloves that I'm gonna make. I gotta have those in my life. I don't know. Don't ask me why. But yeah, go and get your life on this video or this website, because over here, look at all this stuff. I mean, it's just so much. Yeah, I'm yelling. And cosplay. Ooh, oh, Nancy Bernice. Okay, there you go. You're welcome. So what's next? I'm trying to focus, you guys. Give me a second. It's making sure I don't screw this up, because I get excited and I get squirrels. These are going to be in my life. Yes. Ooh, I love those. I'll probably get arrested if I walk around San Francisco with those on, but I don't even care. It'll be worth it. I'll make the news. Oh, yes. So, fighting, a historical fighting guide. Now, I thought that was interesting. And remember, I said we're going to start getting into Tumblr. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to, where else? Okay, both Queen Charming and Class Culture and Facebook. And then on January 1st, we're gonna be done with Facebook. I got 2 Facebooks. Both of them keep hitting. They ebb and flow between 4,500 to 5,000 because that's all you can get, and that's it. I'm not opening no more Facebooks. Sorry, not sorry. We're gonna get a little busy and people gonna be lining up. So better get in there. I'm just saying. And then you can't really go live on Twitter. And I'm not interested in going live on Instagram. I have committed to hitting that live button once a week. I have 2 Instagrams, IG Go, and my Instagram. So I'm gonna try it. Just we getting up in there like swimwear. So yeah, I'm gonna try. I like to watch them, but yeah, I'm like, no. Sometimes I think about it, so I have to get maybe I'll do it for cosplay. There you go. Instagram cosplay. I'll remember that. I will. That will be a reason to go put that on Instagram. Done. See how we figure shit out together. But Tumblr is definitely in our future. Hearts ago. I'm not sure how and or why, but I have an account. Even when you set up, StreamYard, is it Tumblr or is it something else? But yeah, you're not considered a vlogger unless you're vlogging at the same time in either like Facebook or YouTube, or Facebook and Tumblr, or Tumblr and Instagram. That's vlogging. If you're just on YouTube, you're just a YouTuber. So we are official Hearts Ago vloggers. Okay. So I found this on Tumblr, right? Being nosy. You know how we rock and roll. And historical fighting guide. I said, ooh, resource for swords, spear. So if this is just the beginning, I'm not going to go crazy, but this is a nice little blurb. Yeah, here it comes. About everything. So this is down below. Everything's down below. But let me, where did I want to go with this? Yeah, it's a nice blurb. I like it. Okay, yeah, let's just do the last. Okay, let's just do it. Also worth looking into is a rather large variety of sources that talk about or depict combat in the form of general military treaties. Isn't that neat? So in order to learn about what had happened, I've been doing that. I remember reading a book about from like admirals, because the ship's log became books. Admirals during the enslaved times, unfortunate, diaspora of Africans, and reading their logs is fascinating. It might make you angry, but as a creative, you put that aside. But it's read from the people who are actually there. It's fascinating. Okay. So those are the variety of sources that talk about or depict combat in the form of general military treaties, their books, archaeological finds, period artwork showing such combat, as well as still existing forms of spear and shield usage in fighting, dancing, and the like. Other places to look, I would say museums and galleries, is with certain reenactment groups that have been doing what was outlined here for some time, and in mass and in period clothing. Shout out to Art and Craft Therapy and Costumes, which may offer further insight. And ask a librarian and or the people at the enactment. Trust me, they have done their research. The museum, the curator. Get in the habit of, when you read a book, contact the author and ask them a question. I guarantee you they'll write you back. I guarantee you they'll write you back. They love that. Unless they're like, super famous or something. I'm talking about a book that was written like 20 years ago, and and you'll get an email back. You will. So, yeah, it's just fascinating. Okay. So what's next? And these things become curiosities, oddities, because why? They're out of use. Ain't nobody running around looking like, a knight in shining armor. That it's a curiosity. It's a part of Halloween. Some people dress up as knights. Some ladies dress up as kings and queens, and King Arthur, and Cleopatra, and warriors. And it all comes together. Now, this was interesting. I don't know why a dog paws over there. I have no idea. But this is interesting because yourdictionary.com gives you all types. I like this too for kids as well. It gives you all types of meanings. And you get to thumbs it up or thumbs it down, or who would thumbs down the definition. I don't know. But the definition of a talisman is an object believed to bring good luck, anything thought to have magic, and it can be a ring or a stone, an amulet. Okay, we already talked about this. An object marked with magic signs or symbols. So I really like this. I'm gonna use this more. Thesaurus, okay. Your knowledge about other you know, you know, education, abbreviations, reference biographies, mhm, synonyms. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it. Why not? We're here. Good luck, peace, symbol, lucky, rabbit's foot, juju. Okay. So yeah, I like that. I like that. So what are the next three? And then we're done because look, you're gonna look at the extra and go, is she okay? This stuff is good. And I'm not missing out on nothing. And it's again, it's a great bookmark for me, and it's great information for anyone else. And it's a great starting point for like researching, or let's just say you're into this genre in film, movie, or whatever. You're welcome. You're welcome. hmm Yeah, it's important to give me a second. People forget that creatives, we have, this is a process. This you cannot be lazy. You cannot skip this. This is a process in the let's just say the whole experience, the whole exercise of being a creative. You cannot get around it. No, ma'am. No, sir. Because you might get an old nasty, you know, decision making time. And somebody might ask you a question. If you don't notice ahead of time, or you don't know how to look it up, or you can't find Gigi Darlingz, let me find her video on amulets real fast. Because somebody just asked me a question. Yeah, I mean, come on. Pick it up. People a third of my age and a half of my age, it just, they don't have what I got, honey. Sorry, not sorry. It's in my mind. It's in my brain. But it's good to have these bookmarks. I would be doing this anyway, along with my old nasty. I'm getting them. I don't care. I'm going to wear them gloves one year. I don't even know where. Let me line these videos up before we done with this. And yes, I have to delete all of these. I don't keep all of these images because they're part of the video. But I kept that one. Okay. I'm obsessed with those gloves. Whatever they call them. I don't even care. They're going to be mine. I don't know. Oh, now I got to find the rest of the fit. That's a nasty piece of gear. Okay. Oh, I'm obsessed with them. I shouldn't see, now I feel silly. Okay. The last three, but not least. Which one should I start? Did a cross necklace protect you? Because that nasty people that are make that lady take the cross off. But does a cross? Sorry, I don't got my glasses on. I don't wear my glasses all the time, you guys. I just feel like when I'm live, I'll miss your your chats and my on my cell phone if I don't have them on. So you are not religious or superstitious, okay? I care about you too, but or anything, yet somehow you find that your cross necklace gives you a deep feeling of calm and peace. So good. It's happiness. Why not? Especially on your toughest day. How then do you explain the cross necklace? Does it offer some form of protection, or rather, do you believe that it does? Maybe it does or not. So, good question. I'm not here to leave anyone out. People love to debate. This is not a debate channel. It is what it is. Go somewhere else. We are researching, looking. Go debate the person that wrote this. I don't have time. But crosses have for centuries been worn as an indication of the wearer's commitment to faith. And crosses are received as special gifts, for protection and stuff. And then, it says it again. Okay, yeah, I'll read the whole thing. They wear the cross because they feel it offers them a remarkable level of protection against evil. So if you find that you are attracted to cross necklaces, always have them on or on you or in your purse. I tell people, even if you don't consider yourself religious, it could mean that you only keep the necklace on because there is a small part of you that believes wearing the cross protects you from evil. And what's wrong with a little good luck? Nothing. Some people think they will, the sword is in the form of a cross as well. So they can be blessed as well. And of course, for the good juju, not the bad juju, can also be put on. I'm so sorry. Talisman. I tickle myself sometimes, you guys. Okay, so what's next? Which one do I want to leave on? Last but not least, second to last. Magic charms and amulets. Now, this is a museum in the UK. And of course, all of those magical and knights and shining armor stories and castles. There's so many castles in Germany. Child, we got bored going. I'm like, okay, I've had my fill. Now y'all taking the fun out of them. Every time you turn a corner, it's a castle, child. But it was so fascinating because I was young and married and a mommy, and it was exciting, and I have pictures of us in castles and stuff. But yeah, they believed in all this. It was all part of their culture. Okay, charms and amulets, folk magic objects. It's amazing, right? And they keep finding them over and over and over again. It's crazy, they weren't in the habit of going back to places of death and war because they would have got their head chopped off. But look at all the little charms they're finding. Right? Look at that little doll there. Little voodoo doll. Little hint of a voodoo doll. 5 ash twigs would have been carried in a silk bag as a cure for fits. Really now? Look at that. Little nasty bones, amulets. We already talked about that, right? Charms and what they were used for. We cannot read, a kissing stone charm, trinket, as they say there. We call them souvenirs now. Look at these. I'll say stones and shells with natural holes in them were very, very coveted because they had magical powers. Protective charms. So, I mean, it's a lot here. We cannot. How long is this video, child? Okay, yeah. One more and then we're done. But it's a lot. And I love that I'm making these videos, not only for Vlogtober, but just for me in general when I'm doing my research, you guys. Shout out to the playlist. So here in Macmillan Dictionary, magical charms and potions and lucky charms. It's a whole list, y'all. And over here, magic, ghosts, demons, astrology. So look, we talked about the broomstick. I might have shown this before, but I can't remember. Juju, lotus, magic carpet, the magic wand, mandrake. Okay, I'm going to keep going. There's talisman, there's tarot, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to try to go slow. I don't need to go fast on here. But there you go. Okay, a small object that some people wear around their neck as a protection against evil, bad luck, disease, etc. Either of the two groups of card in a deck of tarot card. arcana. So they start going down and talking about whatever we need to talk about. A type of broom made of sticks and twigs. Witches are often shown riding through the air on broomsticks. We already had that story. I am silly. A crystal ball. Some people believe can show the future. Okay. There's fetish, an object believed to be magic or holy and worshipped by people. Okay. Just like, I don't know if his mom gave it to him. A shout out to a Saint Helena. But yeah, her job, before we get out of here, not job, but her quest. How about that? That's a fancier way to put it. She went around the Holy Lands and tried to find every relic that had to do with Christ, Christianity, saints, prophets, bones. You know, they would steal pinky bones, you know, from caves. And it's a lot going on. You know, St. Peter's in the Vatican is built on top of his grave. So to this day, that exists in modern times. The belief system that these objects have magical powers, protective powers, bring healing, and it matters to religion and faith and just the overall, you know, sanity of, I need a little bit of help here, whether it's from an object, a prayer, a charm, or a nasty you know, incantation. Why not? What is it gonna hurt? I say go for it. And yes, one more time. Okay. Thank you, Hearts of Gold. That was number 17. We did that. We are in flux. Thank you so much. If you are new here, how can you have made it through all of that hard work and not subscribe? Come on. It's going to be so much fun in the upcoming days and months and year. So you might as well come on board now. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up. Please join all the replay crews on any playlist you choose to. Say, I really, 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 really appreciate it. And say hi to me down in the description box. Until then, hit the reminder buttons on all our upcoming shows. Whenever you come across this video, you know what I do before I go? When I listen to my music and I look in the comment boxes, probably not now. Let's just say in March, I would look in the comment box and nobody from 2021 would respond. Let me know what year it is when you came across this video. I appreciate you, boo. Until then, have a good day. Okay. Bye.